Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review and a demo of this new foundation from LA Girl Cosmetics, which is the Pro Matte HD High Definition Longwear Matte Foundation. My shade is in light tan, which is a perfect match for my skin tone. I haven't got any kind of tan at the moment or anything like that. So I picked mine up when I was in IMATS in New York not long ago. I got mine from the Ricky's stand. But in the UK, if I was to repurchase it, which I will, you can buy it from beautybay.com and it retails at £10. So it's a really nice and affordable foundation. And I have worn this quite a few times since I came back from New York. And I just have to tell you straight away, I love it. This is now going straight into the Holy Grail section of my makeup collection. Let me just read to you guys what their claims are off their website before I let you know what my thoughts are, as I always do. So they have said that with a soft and suede-like finish, Pro Matte Foundation will have you covered and shine-free all day. Creamy liquid formula provides smooth and buildable coverage for both day and nighttime wear. Minimise the appearance of pores and fine lines for an even soft focus finish. Paraben-free formula with added vitamin E, B5 and sunflower oil. Yes, 100% agree with every single thing that they say. I love the really kind of suede-y, velvety finish that it leaves on the face. As it is a matte foundation, it does keep to that claim of it being matte, and I stay matte pretty much throughout the day. So for those of you that have got oily skin, you will really love this foundation. Creamy and liquid formula. Yes, it's got a nice textured consistency as well, which makes it very easy to blend onto the skin. It doesn't dry immediately, so you've got the chance to kind of blend it out and smooth it out as to how intense you want it to be. Minimize the appearance of pores and fine lines. I don't find that it accentuates any pores. I don't have any fine lines, so I can't say anything about that. For an even soft focus effect. Yes, it makes my skin look flawless. It makes it look natural. It makes it look matte, but not an unnatural matte. It's still a matte which gives like a healthy look to the skin. So overall, I'm really happy with this. I don't find that it oxidizes on my skin throughout the day. I only find that probably towards about hour 14, which is pretty good. I tend to get slightly shiny around my T-zone, and all I have to do is use a tiny bit of powder to get it to kind of back to that matte looking state that it was at the beginning of the day. This is 30ml, which is the average size for a foundation, and for some reason it comes in a glass bottle. I'm not sure why they decided to do this one in a glass bottle and the last one in a plastic one. Personally, I would have preferred it in a plastic bottle. It just means that this is quite weighty and obviously more likely to break if you were to drop it on the floor, and I tend to do things like that quite a lot. As far as I can see, there are 14 shades altogether, which is so. However, they do cover the shade range quite well. So for those of you that have got medium to deep skin tones, more than likely I'd say there's a 90% chance that you will find a shade that matches you. For reference, in MAC I'm an NC40, and in the summer I kind of veer towards NC42 depending on how much sun I've had. I apologise if I sound a bit weird and I'm catching on my words. I've got a cold and my nose is just beautifully blocked right now. It definitely is a medium to full coverage foundation, but personally I find it veers more towards the full coverage end because I find that one layer is pretty much good enough for me. And just for those extra areas where I've got a little bit more pigmentation on my skin, which is my cheeks, I just go in with a very light second layer and it covers it beautifully well. It looks gorgeous throughout the day. I'm genuinely really happy with this. This is a foundation that I will definitely repurchase once this runs out. So overall, I'm really happy with this foundation. It's great. I've got normal to combination skin, for those of you that are interested, and I don't also find that anytime that I get eczema, I tend to get flare-ups of eczema every other week, and I tend to get it in this area. Probably because I use a derma roller and it kind of irritates my skin slightly. But I also did not find that this clung to any dry patches that I had on my skin. So overall, I give this foundation a 10 out of 10. It's excellent. It's lovely. You guys will love it. Try it if you can get your hands on it. Like I said, I got mine from Ricky's, so you can buy it from Ulta Beauty as well in the US. In the UK, you can buy Beauty Bay in that shop in Westfield. What's it called? Beauty Base? I think that's what it's called. I've not actually been in there to see if they have this, but they do sell LA Girl, so assuming at some point they may carry this as well. You can also get it from Beauty Bay, like I said. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a demo for you guys. So for the first thing I'm going to do is prime my skin. I've got a tiny bit of this primer left, which is the PS Primer Water from Primark. I'm actually starting to collect some empties because I've never done an empties video for you guys, and this is going to go in there. So God, that was very weird because it's nearly finished, so it came out like squirts in my face. Right, so now that the primer is nicely set on my skin, the brush I'm going to use is this Real Techniques brush. It's called the buffing brush. Any brush will do with this foundation because it is very mid consistency. It's not too thick, it's not too runny, so it's just down to personal preference whether you want to use a blending brush or a beauty blender. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply 2 pumps, and I'm going to apply them directly to my brush, and then I am going to blend it in. 2 pumps here, 2 pumps there, and the remainder goes around the rest of the face. And there we go. Do you see how quick that was? 2 pumps, and quite generous pumps. It wasn't even like a full pump. Literally covered my entire face. So a little bit goes a really, really long way, and it just blends out beautifully and really easily. Look how even the coverage is as well. And already you can see I might look slightly dewy-ish, but that's just because I haven't obviously set the foundation yet, and it's obviously not had the chance to dry either. So just as I always do, sometimes I do this because out of habit, and sometimes there's not really any need, which I actually don't think there is now, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's just a really small pump, just a really tiny one, and just dot it here and here, just for that extra coverage on my stubborn cheek areas. Which, by the way guys, like I said, I've been using a derma roller for a little while now, and I'm actually seeing quite a lot of difference. Not only that, you guys have been noticing a difference, because I do stuff to my face and I don't tell anybody. I let you guys see for yourself. And then a lot of you have noticed that my skin's looking a lot different. It's because my scars are starting to go. So if you guys are interested, I will do a video on me using my derma roller, how to get rid of scarring, pigmentation, fine lines, premature aging, that sort of thing, using a £5 derma roller. And that, you guys, is it. How does it look? It's starting to dry. It doesn't feel tacky. It is slightly transferable. Of course, most foundations tend to be. And it's almost dry, but it does need to be set. I would always suggest setting your foundation, regardless of whether you've got dry combination to oily skin. It just helps to lock in the foundation onto your skin. And what I'll be using today is the Too Faced Peach Perfect mattifying powder. By all means, just use whichever powder you've got in your collection. It's just that I've been using this for quite some time now. I'm about halfway through it. So let me just finish off my under eye concealer and the rest of my face, and I'll be back shortly to finish off my review. Like I said, to set it, I'll be using this setting powder, which I will do off camera. Okay, so I'm back. The rest of my makeup is done. Like I said, I set my face with the Peach Perfect mattifying powder from Too Faced. My lipstick is Dose of Colours Cork liquid lipstick, and everything just feels lovely. It feels soft. My face looks flawless. It looks diffused. It looks like it's got like a filter going over it. I'm really, really, really happy and very, very impressed with this foundation. I would highly, highly recommend it if you get the chance to get it. I think that it looks gorgeous. What do you guys think? Look at just how my skin just appears to be matte, but still it doesn't look unnatural, I would say. And I would definitely say that after about an hour to 2 hours, once the natural oils in your skin have starting to kind of come through slightly, it still looks matte, but it gives it more of a healthy kind of look, and definitely a more natural matte kind of look, if that makes sense. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.